Hi everybody, welcome. I'm working on a 2000 Honda Civic EX Coupe, and the deal with this car is that the exhaust system needed some major assistance. The catalytic converter had apparently rusted off and was missing, as well as the oxygen sensor that goes with that downstream oxygen sensor for the catalytic converter. I examined the exhaust system on this car, and it was just in bad shape. Flanges were rusted off. So that's where the project stood. I went ahead and searched around for parts, of course, not surprisingly quite expensive. I did get a new catalytic converter. I'll show you guys that. It is installed on the car now, as well as a couple of new oxygen sensors. So not cheap by any means, not a cheap fix. I also went to a junkyard, actually a pull-apart, just in my area, and I was really lucky to find, so apparently the 99 to 2000 Civics, at least the EX is, not sure about other models, the exhaust components are somewhat unique. I'm not actually sure if that's true, but that's at least what I was looking at. The literature I had led me to believe that. So I was searching for a pull-apart junkyard Honda Civic 99 2000 with an intact or partially intact exhaust system, and what are the chances? Second car I looked at, I had a list of about 20 plus cars. I was going to spend an afternoon in the junkyard. I find that to be a lot of fun. Second car I looked at had a lot of what I needed, so I'll show you that as well. I laid out a few parts here. Now these are some parts that I got from the junkyard and some that I've taken off of this vehicle and swapped out. So on the junkyard Civic, where I was pulling parts off of this, I was able to find a manifold, and I didn't really need that. In fact, the one on the car I have now it's just fine, but I didn't want to separate these at the yard, so I got the manifold, a downpipe. I think they call this the resonator, so of course, not surprisingly, in that junkyard car, catalytic converter gone. This is actually the downpipe from the Civic I'm working on. I don't know if all this will make sense. Anyway, from the junkyard, I was able to get manifold, downpipe, catalytic converter missing. I have to order that. Able to get this long resonator piece, and I also got a muffler. Now this is the original muffler off my car. I swapped the one I got from the junkyard in, but I felt really lucky because all of the components that I found were in really reasonable condition. And even better, all of those parts. So if I start from the front again, manifold, downpipe, this long resonator pipe, I'm not sure if I'm calling that correctly, and then a muffler, they charged me $58. And actually there was a oxygen sensor in that downpipe. It was no good, unfortunately, but that is, I probably could have done something and rigged it up, but the part of the plug was missing, so they actually didn't charge me for that, so it felt pretty good. The problem with the vehicle that I'm working on is, again, just rust, and the catalytic converter had rusted off. So on this downpipe, for example, and this is where the upstream oxygen sensor goes, there's a flange here, and it's gone, it's rusted off, and that's pretty common. So there are repairs. You can buy a new flange and weld it on, or some different repair pieces. Instead, I was real lucky at this junkyard to find a downpipe with a good flange. So pretty good. This resonator, you guys in the know, it's actually flipped around. So the other part of the car I had, there should also be a flange here. So this actually should swap around. I believe so anyway. So this guy, I might keep it just for scrap or to cut pieces off, but really that flange there should attach. There should be a flange to attach to the catalytic converter. Anyway, it's a quick video. I just want to show you what I've been working on. I've been having a lot of fun with this. I'll go ahead and we'll attempt to get under the vehicle Bear with me here. Oh, I'm just scooching on my back. So here are the parts I've installed. So a manifold's coming down. This is what I call the down pipe. I scoot a little bit further back. There's, and I don't know how easy that is to see, there's an oxygen sensor, upstream oxygen sensor there. So I bought that new. So this is actually the down pipe that I got at the junkyard. It's a little warm right now. I just had started the car to start to look for leaks. Here's my new catalytic converter. Now, again, I'm curious to see if I've done this, or what you guys think, see if I've done this correctly. I've got, and again, not having anything to work from, I looked on the internet a little bit and looked for different ways to attach these pieces together. I think I got it with all the gaskets, but let me know if something looks funny. So this is a catalytic converter. I believe it's a Walker catalytic converter. It's also got an oxygen sensor. Scooch along here. I don't know if we'll be able to see right there. Again, maybe hard to see. I need to figure out what to do with that wire. I think I'm just going to zip tie it for now. This connection here, again, this guy is that what I call the resonator pipe. I'm really unsure about these. In fact, I'm not sure this needs to have any kind of expansion springs. I think you could just have some bolt sets. So again, I ordered that off the advice of in this case, Rock Auto, I think, and maybe their diagrams. But there's actually a gasket in between the catalytic converter here and this resonator pipe. So I don't really think I need all of this. It's holding, and I checked and it's not leaking, which is great. Down the line, I don't know if I'll scooch all the way down there or not on my back. Resonator pipe goes, and then connection to the muffler. And again, the muffler I got came from the junkyard, and it's a Honda OEM muffler. I didn't really look at part numbers, but I was going to use the muffler we had. It's not in bad condition. It's a little rusty. We'd actually replaced it a few years ago, but it didn't quite fit with this particular resonator pipe. I had, like a quarter inch, a half inch where things were not connecting. So I swapped out that other alternate muffler, and again, I'm so glad I just picked that up. I didn't really need it from the junkyard, but I figured, well, it's here and it's pretty good shape, so I'll go ahead and get it. Now, again, just a quick video to show you what I've been working on. I did start this guy, and it seems pretty good. It's a heck of a lot quieter, of course, with the catalytic converter and everything connected. We'll see how long these components last. Anytime you're buying used exhaust components, right? $58, not bad, but hopefully all these flanges will be good. They look pretty good right now, but we could lose something down the line. Again, this is a 20-year-old car, a 2000 Honda Civic, so we try not to sink a lot of money in it. Unfortunately, with the cost of the catalytic converter and the oxygen sensors upstream and downstream right there, that's a significant cost. So we hope that things go well and nothing else rusts off this car or falls off, but we'll wait and find out. Anyway, thank you guys. Just a real quick update what I've been doing. Hope I'm not driving you crazy, scooching along the ground here. I've had this car up on quick jacks for gosh, a couple weeks maybe, and it's just, again, wonderful. I think at some point I'd love to have a 4-post like a wildfire lift. That would be wonderful. I don't know if I've got space in this garage in particular, or even a 2-post. As I'm getting older, I can feel it the next day. I was climbing around here yesterday afternoon installing this exhaust system. I've got some cardboard down, a little bit of wear and tear on the body. But again, I'm pleased so far. I'm about ready to lower this guy down, take it for a test drive, and we'll see how things sound and sort of go from there. But again, thanks everybody. Just a quick update, and hope you're doing well. It's beautiful weather here, so I hope wherever you are it's the same, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I wanted to show you something else. I'm in the back of the vehicle now. We go here. I didn't bring my flashlight, so hopefully you guys can see this good enough. Hopefully there's enough daylight here. I've got these spring expansion connectors, whatever you call them. This resonator pipe actually had welded on nuts. This was a challenge. This was my biggest challenge, to get these guys connected. Finally, with some struggling and trying vice grips and channel locks, my goodness, having springs shoot across the garage, I was able to connect one side. And I was like, whoo! Next side, equally challenging. What I ended up doing in that case, and you can see there's another, I don't know if you can see, hopefully, there's two bolts here, and then these nuts are welded on. Just to be able to squeeze this together with this spring and the tension, and then hit that nut and start to get this bolt to thread through. That was about the limits of my ability, and that was getting pretty tired. I ended up taking, it was actually the other side, but I'll just show on this side, a big old half-inch, is that right? I think so, half-inch extension, and a socket. And it came back here, and I just pushed, and it allowed me to get enough force so I could compress that spring, get so that bolt would just catch in that nut at the back, and then start to thread it in. And once you've got that, you're good. Then it's going to hold. But oh boy, I could have used a helper or an extra pair of hands there. For me, that was a little bit of a challenge. I'm sure for an auto tech, a muffler shop, I'm like, what's the big deal? But for me, that was a struggle. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Take care.